tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Lucky 56.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 33 and a first.
That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to, but they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56.
Now Jackson on 1st down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Now, Barney. All right, now, look at 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, Patrick Peterson, the shutdown corner, was there on the coverage. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Right side caught by Jackson. And he's taken down at the 36. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Right back to him on first down. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Janikowski adds the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out to kick is Janikowski. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Detroit! Detroit! No, Jack, Patriot! Patriot!
Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Allen. And this one complete to Julius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, a 22. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Here's Ajayi. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now it's Ajayi. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Allen now looks to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Lucky 56.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
So after the INT, it's Allen. Amaro's got it, left side. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back here with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We've had the kickoff to begin the first quarter. Now it's time for the second quarter kickoff. And they've got it here with a first down. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Detroit! Detroit!
Jackson from the shotgun. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well.
I don't want to downplay the run, but that's exactly what I expected out of him coming out of college. When I look back at my draft analysis, one of the highest-rated players on my board, a 3-down back who can do everything. And one of the best parts of his game is what he does when he doesn't have the football because He carries it really well, but he blocks equally as well as pass protects for his quarterback. I think he's going to be special.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney!
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. On 3rd and 1, Jackson. He hits White, complete. And he is not quite to the 35. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a 1st down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch it now, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. So offensively on this drive, 2 of 2 on 3rd downs, and now they face a 3rd and inches. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Detroit!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Throwing for his running back, and he's got it complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Call it a 3-yard gain. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney! Right there, 54, right there, 54 pounds. Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Janikowski for the field goal try. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And Janikowski bangs it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get 3.
You sound like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you're thinking the 3's just not that good.
When people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the 3 is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off near the 29. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. 2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one. Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there. Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit. Jackson now on 2nd and 10. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 10 more there and another first down. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Janikowski bangs it through. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So they get the 3, increase their lead to close out the half.
Excellent way to end the drive. Go into the locker room with a little bit of extra momentum after adding 3 to their total.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we hit the halftime break here in Jacksonville with the Jags on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone for a touchback, so that will come out now to the 25-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Throwing on first down is Allen. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage, and tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And over the middle here, Amaro. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. On play action, Allen escaping the pressure right. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From midfield, here's Allen. And going deep for Hill. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. Touchdown, Houston. Tyreek Hill with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. E.T. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go now. 3-19.
They'll start on the ground with Breida. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Now Jackson on second down. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. And a quick slant gets exactly 10, and by the nose of the football, they've got a first down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Tough day. Tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
On second down, Jackson rolling to his right. Yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. From the gun, Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Just like that. Just like that. Over.
Jackson now. From the gun, he'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think you put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Fourth down, here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. Hassan Reddick in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Allen now on 1st down. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try and sneak it here. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. First down.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, it shows confidence in your offensive line. This is Ajayi. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Jacksonville. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Right back to him on first down. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
No. Check, Patriot.
They run with Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that's complete to Lewis. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll run it here. That's a strong running. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. And that's a loss of 7 on the first down play.
Well, so much for all the time that you spend in practice, because for offensive linemen and running backs to get in sync, that requires a ton of practice time, a ton of watching tape together, a ton of really getting to where you're thinking with one mind on every single play that's called, every single run, because you want to know how your guy's going to block it. They want to know how he's going to run it, what kind of cuts he's going to make, and it's really anticipatory. And when you're really locked in together, you know what he's going to do before he actually does it. On this play,
and he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for the rookie Josh Allen, and the Texans will extend their lead. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, 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 gone.
On second down, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter. If he needs to make those plays with the legs, go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90.
To throw is Jackson. Looking to throw on second down. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense?
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is third down and 12.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Gone, 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 gone. Detroit, Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Flushed out right. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard fourth down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going. From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Over.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Jackson to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This time it's 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. This is caught by Jackson. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They come out here in the I. They get it to him running left. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you're 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. It's the fullback in the final minute. And the Jaguars move back within a couple of the lead. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. And he's not going to get there. The defense able to come up with a big stop, and they're going to hold on to their 2-point lead. Out to kick is Janikowski. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout, as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it might seal the deal as that makes it a 2-score game here with not a lot of time remaining. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation. And got his man complete. A gain of 32 that time. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Throwing now is Jackson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now before the 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Jackson to throw. Right side caught by Jackson. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 2. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line.